Hey, welcome to Shasta. So I think you caught us working on our little 61 reissue here. It's something we're pretty proud of. And as the president of the company, I got to tell you, hopefully it'll be a big seller for us. My wife was nice enough to loan us her caddy. I was going to go for a little cruise, but since you're here, we'll walk you around the product real quick. We cheated a little bit here. This is an emblem off of an original 61. We have those in the process of being made, which I think is a nice touch here on the outside. This product's pretty authentic. We tried to get the exact shape and the exact size and the exact look of a 61, so it's hard to tell this from the original. From the drip cap windows to the bullet shaped lights, even to the color matched baggage doors on the bottom, it's about as authentic as you can get. We went with a more modern latch just for safety and code reasons, but we're using a friction hinge door, so you can see this door won't slam around when you're opening and closing. It actually will stay open in the wind, but we integrated an aluminum screen door with an aluminum sliding panel on the inside. So this door is something that, you know, if you even want to put it into a regular 61, this will fit. It'll look period correct. And as I said, be safe and secure on the outside of the unit. Refrigerator vents on the outside. Not only do they vent the three-way fridge inside, but we've hidden some high-end speakers on the inside to use with the Bluetooth stereo that's also hidden on the inside. The wings, trademark of a Shasta. They look big, but that's actually inch for inch exactly what this came with from the factory back in the day. And also period correct white wall tires, color matched rim, and also the silver outlets on the outside. The other thing that we really painstakingly recreated is not only is it just two pieces of metal on the outside, but the one-piece metal roof and back wall actually wraps around the edge, and then the flat molding caps that off. And inside there is Sikaflex silicone and butyl tape behind the molding and the metal, plus also a cap seal of silicone on the outside. When I pulled apart the original 61 I bought for my wife, there was absolutely no water intrusion, so if that lasted for 50 some odd years, I'm pretty sure this one will last the same amount of time. The rear window is actually larger than the original to accommodate the code for the egress window, but it does open up just like an egress. It's square cornered and it's mill finish. So I think that, you know, keeping it centered and keeping it the right proportions actually make it look correct. The tail lights are the same diameter as the original, but they are LED and they are reflective on the outside. And on the back side, we put a 6-gallon DSI water heater and also a floor-mounted air conditioner. And the new furnace vent and detachable cord also have their connections on this side. And I know you're probably looking at these lines in the windows. It's a prototype that's only 90% done. These will be actual opening jealousy windows provided by Hare on the actual production pieces. This is just the original proto. So as we come around the outside, again, bullet-shaped LED lights on the front. And because they have lights in the front, that passes code, so we don't have to disrupt the front end of the unit by putting any yellow lights. The chrome stripe goes all the way around, the single LP bottle. It also has a 7-way cord, a breakaway switch, and a 2-inch coupler. So this can be towed by any small minivan, small truck. It'll weigh just under 2,000 pounds, and the overall width is 7 feet with a 3,500-pound axle with 5-lug 15-inch wheels and tires. It tows like a dream, whether it's behind a 60 Caddy, whether it's behind a brand new minivan or truck. It tows well, and when we go inside, you'll be able to see that the full-size bed and the small gaucho in the back can easily sleep 4 people. Well, welcome inside the 16-foot Shasta. As you can see, I'm sitting at the front dinette, surrounded by windows, just like the original. A few touches in here that are true to the original, and a few things that are slightly different. The overhead cabinets in the original had a scalloped cutout with sliding doors. These will actually have the opening doors just like it has now, but the inside will be cut out with that scalloped look, so it'll retain the original look but be a lot more functional with opening doors. This is the original gas lamp out of my 1961. However, we have a reproduction being made which looks identical, but is actually an LED lamp. The 2-position switch the first position will offer a flicker bulb to recreate the gas lamp, and the second position will shed LED light on the table where you're going to be eating, talking, playing games, playing cards. Again, these lines represent where the jealousy windows will be, and they will be opening jealousy windows. These side windows were something that in the 1961 were always an issue. It was simply a piece of glass sandwiched between the exterior metal and the framing. Lots of times they were broken, splintered, or even leaking water. We've made these into a clamp ring window, but they will fit the exact opening of a real 1961 Shasta, so it retains the look, the leaned angle of these, and the rounded corners. Of course, there's no curtains in place yet, as it's a proto and we're only 85% done. You can also see that I'm 6'2" and probably 30 pounds heavier than I ought to be, but I can fit easily at this front dinette. The original was a twin. This is actually a full bed. And my wife and I, we've broken this down to a bed. We've laid in here. It's very comfortable for an adult couple to lay in the front. And the other nice thing is where we've modified the floor construction slightly, I'm 6'2", and I can easily stand up inside here. It's actually 76.5 inches on the inside, so it's about 6'4.5" on the inside. Magazine rack's been replicated over here. This is off of the actual 61 rack, so true and correct in size. The kitchen area has a dog bone finish Formica with a real metal edge. Kitchen window also will be a jealousy window. Sink is sized correct to the original, as is the faucet, but we've upgraded the appliances to a 3-burner stainless cooktop, a stainless microwave, and a stainless range hood. Over here, this top shelf has the metal edge, and it is hooked to the exterior antenna, and there is an antenna in the ceiling, so it won't disrupt the outside look. But it does actually have TV reception, and it can fit a 32-inch flat screen sitting on its pedestal. I don't know that I'd go ahead and do that, but if that's what you want to do, go right ahead. That sits on top of the 3-way LP 12-volt N110 Dometic single-door refrigerator with the stainless front, so you do have a freezer and a refrigerator area. And again, size-wise is the same as the original. Underneath the refrigerator is a flip-down door, which does offer storage underneath. And that's on top of that checkerboard Beauflor floor, which will not crack, will not warp, will not shrink. And although it's dirty now from the production process, it cleans up easily, and there's no lines between the tiles for water or dirt or anything to collect. The gaucho in the back, it is the tuck and roll red with the white top and the silver welt line. If you were to buy this in the turquoise or the yellow exterior, the interior would of course match with the turquoise or the yellow with the white and the silver piping. Again, I'm 6'2". I can sit down in the back. I don't hit my head on the top. I have a small storage cabinet next to me. My monitor panel, water heater, thermostat, and light switches are on the side. And all of the interior and exterior lights are LED. So if you're dry camping, you won't be wasting power by running the interior lights. There's an overhead LED here, and that of course will provide light for reading. Down next to your feet, there's not only a furnace hidden inside that cabinet, but a modern air conditioner, and that's hidden behind a wooden panel with the same cutouts as what the cabinets and wardrobes had in the original Shasta. So we tried to hide it the best we could. And over here on the side, it will have a door, but it is a bathroom, a wet bath. So I can sit in here in the bathroom, and it also has a shower. So whether it's myself or kids, as I'm getting wet showing you that, my kids or an adult can shower in here. There's an interior light, and of course there will be curtains on the windows. And the last feature which we hid inside here, which I do think is fun, is in this overhead cabinet. We've hidden an AM/FM stereo with Bluetooth capability. So if you have your iPod, your smartphone, an iPad with you, you can Bluetooth in, play your favorite music, not only through the interior speakers underneath the overhead, but the 2 speakers on the outside, which are hidden in the refrigerator compartment. So that completes the tour of the 61 reissue. Unlike the original with the wet bath, you have 25 gallons of fresh, 18 gallons of gray, and 11 gallons of black rather in the back. So you do have holding tanks incorporated with a wet bath, full modern appliances, propane N110, and also a 12-volt system. So camping style, but also camping luxury and convenience of all the new modern appliances. Thanks again for joining us, and get your pre-order in today. Only 1,941 being built. Pick your color, pick your floor plan, and let's get on the road and go camping.